What's up guys, and welcome to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Character Profiles. This week we're doing the much anticipated Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal protagonist, Yuma Tsukumo. So first up, this guy's English name is Yuma Tsukumo. In the Japanese, he's known as Tsukumo Yuma. It's exactly the same really. He's 13 years old and his anime debut was in Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal Episode 1, Go With The Flow Part 1. Here is his wins, draws and losses, and here is his duel score. It's alright, it's pretty decent. It gets much better towards the end of the series, I guess. So, Yuma Tsukumo is the main protagonist of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Despite his amateur skills at the start of the series, he boldly aspires to be the greatest duelist ever. One day, he finds himself partnered with a prodigy dueling spirit called Astral. Together, they pursue the numbers in order to recover pieces of Astral's scattered memory. Thus, Yuma becomes a number hunter, and through his countless duels, he's able to learn and improve his own skills. After being victorious in the World Duel Carnival, Yuma is declared the duel champion of Heartland City. He is also the original number's other half, and was separated from him. Like the protagonists of the previous series, Yugimoto, Jaden Yuki, and Yusei Fudo, his name contains the character Yu. His surname Tsukumo can be translated as 99, which is the amount of number cards he and Astral are looking for. The name Yuma can mean evening or horse, which explains the horse symbol on Yuma's soccer uniform from the Stadium of Dreams field spell card. So, Yuma has red eyes with black and red spiked hair that points out and upward. In every outfit he wears, Yuma is always wearing the Emperor's Key around his neck. He uses a white and yellow dual gazer with a green lens, matching the colour scheme of his ace monster, number 39, Utopia. Yuma bears a very strong resemblance to his father, Kazuma Tsukumo, but has inherited his mother's red eyes. Yuma is usually seen wearing a red vest and a white hood with a purple sleeveless shirt and a green D symbol standing for duel on it. Yuma also wears white pants with 3 orange moon crescents attached to one another, a brown fingerless glove on his left hand, and a black protective pad on his right elbow. Why is he wearing a protective pad? I don't know. Also, during the Heartland Academy Festival, Yuma wore a Temtempo, the percussion de Jin cosplay. So, Yuma is hasty, energetic, and cheerful, but does love to challenge himself to do anything that seems impossible. Undaunted by his failures, he states that doing these challenges gets him fired up and will eventually accomplish what he sets out to do. He calls this challenge his Kato Bingo Spirit in the Japanese, or Feeling the Flow in the dub, which his father taught him. Yuma greatly loves his parents and treasures the key they gave to him. While he tries to hide it, Yuma is actually quite sensitive on the subject of parents and misses them very much. Astral says that deep in Yuma's heart, he struggles with the sadness of losing his parents and tries to live up to their teachings. At home, Yuma sleeps in the treasury attic full with memories and artifacts of his parents' adventures and trips. Forthright and honest, Yuma is shown to assist others if they are in trouble. Due to his short temper and stubbornness, Yuma is easily annoyed and frequently clashes with Astral. Yuma tends to disobey Astral's instructions when they duel, which leads to him making mistakes. He only starts obeying when he's about to lose, as he believes the duels are his and listening to him would mean he needed help to win. As the series progresses, Yuma and Astral start working together, mostly after he called Astral his friend. Unlike Yugimoto, Jaden Yuki and Yusei Fudo, he was an amateur knowing only the basics. But as the series goes on, Yuma's dueling ability are starting to slowly increase. Yuma's skills have improved greatly enough that he was able to hold his own against both Dextra and Nistro until Astral came back to execute the final winning move. Eventually, Yuma is able to duel on equal standing against Shark and as well Kite during their rematches. Finally, when Yuma faced off against Astral in their final duel, after gaining all the numbers, he was able to claim victory and prove to himself and others that he was a top duelist in his own right. Yuma also has some abilities. After the door opened for Yuma, he and Astral gained the power of Zexal, which caused them to merge their souls. They also gain the ability to create ZW cards, all of which have the effect to deal with a situation the power was called for, through an ability called Shining Draw. Later, Yuma and Astral's bonds were increased to the point where Zexal was enhanced to create Zexal 2. When using Zexal 2, he no longer requires a dual gazer. His left eye simply becomes more luminous. Also, Yuma has the ability to use Shining Evolution to bring out the true power of the cards he's drawn withdrawn. Eventually, Zexal 2 was further upgraded into Zexal 3, and when using Zexal 3, Yuma gains the ability to create a Zexal field, which negates the harmful effects of being inside the Baryon field. So, Yuma grew up with his loving parents Kazuma Tsukumo and Mira Tsukumo, older sister Kairi Tsukumo, as well as his grandmother Haru Tsukumo. Since he was young, Yuma had been going to the same school as his childhood friend Tori Meadows. Due to his poor dueling skills and constantly proclaiming that he will become a duel champion, Yuma was frequently teased by others. Yuma became depressed and sad. His father noticed this and took him camping in the mountains to cheer him up and have a man talk. When asked about his aim, Yuma answered by saying his aim is to become the duel champion. Although Yuma mentioned how people laugh at him, his father told him not to care about it and never to give up on that drive and to always continue for it. After his parents went missing and were assumed dead, he is looked after by his grandmother and Kari, who began to forbid him from dueling. But he still does it behind her back. Although unknown to Yuma, she did this because of her promise to their parents to protect him, and that their father warned her about being careful with Yuma's duels because one day a great destiny would awaken from one of his duels. Sometime after gaining the key, a door shaped like the head of a demon wrapped in chains started haunting Yuma in his dreams, causing him to have the same nightmare almost every night. In that dream, he meets the door upon an old zigzag raised path, and a voice says to him, whoever opens this door will obtain a new power, but in exchange will lose what they appreciate the most. So Yuma uses an Xyz one-turn kill deck, which is supported by his powerful number cards and focuses on performing Xyz summons. He has a high number of trap cards which mostly protect his monsters and reduce battle damage. He can support his monsters with some attack boosting cards like Wonder Wand, Blustering Winds, Bound Wand and Double or Nothing. His signature card is number 39, Utopia, and like his other numbers however, he can only use it when Astral is fighting by his side. His main strategy focuses on bringing out Utopia and making it strong enough to beat his opponent. After his time at the Duel Sanctuary, Roku gave Yuma the Duel Sanctuary legendary deck. According to Roku, the deck is appropriate for Yuma and should answer his feelings. Yuma combined elements from both his deck and his first deck into a single deck. Also, Yuma and Astral gain the power of Chaos Xyz Evolution, transforming Utopia into number C39 Utopia Ray. So Yuma's deck has parallels with those of Yugimoto, Jaden Yuki and Yusei Fudo. Like Yugi, he uses a deck which previously belonged to a relative. Like Jaden, he obtains a new deck which he combines with his original deck. And like Yusei, he makes extensive use of his series' new mechanic, which was the Xyz summoning. Like the three of them as well, his ace card, Utopia, has 2,500 attack. And with that guys, that's another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Character Profiles done. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. So let me know what you guys think of Yuma. Is he your favourite, your least favourite of all the main characters? Just let me know below and don't forget to leave a like. So yeah, thanks for watching.